A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And away we go in Glendale. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
21.
They send a man in motion. First snap, and Stafford's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Set. Double right.
Motioning the tight end now. Stafford now on first down. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hey! Hey!
First carry now for Kyren Williams. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green, green, green. Larry! 2-2 what?
First play, and Murray's letting it rip. This will be cut by Watkins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chain.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Forward! Huh!
Murray here on first down. He brings it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Henry running left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Bus. Come back. Stop.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a run here with Blake Corum. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Set. Alert.
Straight ahead with Williams. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
32. Middle.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They take the handoff now, Stafford. Brought in right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
Alert!
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
53, ready.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Back to the air we go on second. Stafford escapes the pocket. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Ready.
Running it after the penalty. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Set. Easy alert.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Touchdown, LA! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and totally this drive.
Offense up to the line fast. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Pushing for the end zone. And it lost the football. It's not loose. Picked up by the Rams. And he has this up across the 10-yard line.
That is big time. I mean, that is a play that just lights up this stadium and certainly lights up that defense. They didn't just hold him out of the end zone. They take the ball away with a dominant stop, too.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, it's Williams again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Stafford from the gun. He's got the hook up to Adams. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
A 1-yard gain on the play, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
Hey! Easy to alert! Rerun! Ten! Zero!
Stafford back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Rams with the football.
And middle! Hey, 50! Hey! Alert!
On first down, here's Stafford. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Stafford. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Now Stafford again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. And in motion, out of the slot. Give to Williams from the gun. Spins out of one stop. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On third down, here's Williams. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. What?
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Hey, shit.
Murray on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 53, ready. 59, 22.
Throwing from his own end zone. Pass complete, Tutu Atwell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Raise this across the 25. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Hey, White. Look at him.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 42. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Shit. Hey.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
2-2.
Murray looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
2-2.
Back to the air, Murray. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Room to the right. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Hey.
Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Offense to the line for second down.
Sit.
From the gun, it's Murray. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Empty. Big ace. 2-2.
To the air, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So they're left facing a fourth down. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting at the 10. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Right side into the hands of Adams. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Stafford now on first down. He's got the hook up to Adams. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll go out short of the red zone. So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. This will be caught by Adams. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. They're set up at the 35 now.
Stay 50, stay 50. Set.
Man in motion here. Williams now on first and 10. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver. deliver.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. It's an LA touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Murray setting up to throw. This will be caught by Watkins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Arizona touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. First and 10.
Ready. Big 20. Hey, 54.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Sure. Hold on, hey.
Throwing here, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Easy.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Escapes out to the left. He'll fling it deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Whoa, what?
Kyler looking to throw. On the move, headed right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Pressure coming, it's Murray. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals now within one score in the fourth. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They've got first down from the 31.
That! Like 7! Like 22!
They fake the handoff now, Stafford. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside gets the job done.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. They try again with Williams. A clutch 7 yards there. That gives them 3rd and goal from the 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Flush down out to his left. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Murray escapes the pocket. He's got Harrison. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Finish! Oh.
Looking to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. The back grabs it. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back.
And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Rams get on top of the kick, and that should ice this game away.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
He's down to a knee, and the Rams getting ready to celebrate this win.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, got a boy in my hurt about 6 point something. It feel like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick. I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby. Where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to a little.